they're trying to break into your defenses and exploit your
Yeah,
weaknesses.
I had a phone call come in, so it cut off, so I just did a quick short for you guys.
So when people try to draw your vulnerabilities out of you, unless that's being done in a sovereign, sacred space, right? Like a space where it's safe to do that. And it's just like some strangers or some people you don't really know like that. Like, that's
Follow Moon. She just came back out of hiatus because a lot of the spiritual attacks was happening to her as well. But she's strong. She's a part of the collective. We all pray together. And we diffuse all the demonic attacks. We rebuke them all.
Like, the more these motherfuckers try to look at somebody like you and even in a stand a soul like you, the more dizzy they get because it's like you're smarter than AI. You're like EAI. You know what I mean? Like extraterrestrial AI. Like, that's your codes anyway. I'm gonna leave it there. You know, I love you, gang.
I love you too, girl.
I'll see you in the next piece of Cosmic Track.
Word from our sponsor. Okay, let's get into it. I had some good news before that phone call came in, and that phone call some good news too. Welcome first and foremost to another episode of Don't Just Get Up, Wake Up with your boy Zodog. It's been a minute since I did one of my episodes. Don't Just Get Up, Wake Up. So today's gonna be a good one. Maybe a quick download, but we're gonna get right to the meat of it real quick. So if you're new to this show, the name in itself means don't just wake up. Don't just get up out of your sleep. Wake up. Okay, mean like wake up. Open up your mind's eyes and look around what's going on. Pay attention to the frequencies. Hold on, I gotta write my check on the fridge. There we go. Got my Jim Carrey check for $100 million for services rendered, for public services rendered. I wrote that last year just to manifest it into existence. It's already in my account. Thank you, confirmation. Confirmation, bitches. How y'all doing, ancestors? I love you too. Yeah. So the whole purpose of the show is to wake up your mind's eye, look around your environment, and pay attention to what's going on, and not to be misled by the public talking heads with their narratives. So the whole purpose of the show is to find yourself. I help you find yourself. I recommend you to people like Rashad Jamal, Elizabeth Carlson, Brittany the Cosmic Wifey, Moon, Crystal Vibes, Water Star Seeds. Did I say her name right? Water Star Vibes. Yeah, she uses her AI when she does her tarot readings. There's a lot of good, and Light. Follow Light on YouTube. Follow Michelle Malora. I ain't gonna fake the funk. Follow Trend the Genius. Okay? Okay, I know. I've always loved that guy. I still do. So that being said, I love him. Follow Trend the Genius. Look up Nasir Ra. Did I say his name right? Nasir Ra? Yeah, there's a lot of people out here to help you find yourself. Ralph Smart, Aeon, A-E-O-N. I could go on and on. There's a lot of the community that's in the collective. Freya Ray, Jadea. Forgive me, Latoya Kia. I mean, come on now. The Chosen 144. There's so many people out here, all right? Remember who you are on TikTok. Phase on one. All right, okay, before I get off topic. So that's the name of this show, is to help find yourself. And I will give you sources to go, because you're not going to get all the information here. But what I got to download yesterday that I totally forgot to mention to the collective. We have nothing to worry about War 3, okay? And nuclear strikes. Because guess what? All the nuclear technology has been dismantled. Guess from who? The Pleiadians, okay? And the Pleiadian Council and the Galactic Council diffused all nuclear weapons that had the intention to destroy this planet, because this planet is a grand library, and the extraterrestrials will not ever allow this planet to be obliterated. And also, a few days ago, there's something called the Schumann resonance, I believe. It's like the frequency study of the Schumann resonance frequency. It's like, if I'm saying it wrong, correct me in the comments, but it's the frequency of this planet. And the people that is in charge of looking over the frequencies of the planet realized the planet stopped breathing, or the heartbeat stopped for 2 days. I believe it was last week sometime. And during that Schumann resonance period where the earth, basically the heartbeat of the earth stopped, it was like symbolic to a grand reset of all the old frequencies. My throat chakra was trying to get blocked. It was resembling the 2-day period where the heartbeat of the planet stopped beating, was resembling the grand reset of all the old frequencies, just like eradicating all the war, barbaric frequencies, and starting on a new frequency, on a 5D and up frequency. So a lot of us chosen ones may have felt strange last week, and I believe it's during the time when the power went out and everyone's phones wasn't working. So as soon as the power went out of my house, I was at my neighbor's house chilling, and all of a sudden I was walking towards his house in the middle of the storm. It was the scariest thing ever, but I kept on reminding myself, these are my ancestors, though. Don't be scared when the sky gets all brown, and then brown, huh? When the sky gets dark gray, and then all of a sudden the trees start breezing real heavy, and then all of a sudden there's silence. I was right in the eye of the storm. I was like 5 minutes away from my boy's house, and all of a sudden, like, the wind stops right before the storm. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's when the destruction happens. I was right there. I was like, oh shit! I started running to his house. Then the rain started coming, and I was worried about the lightning striking on them trees and shit, because we've been having a lot of I was about to say power outages, but maybe I'm just accumulating all the storms I remember that had power outages, because I don't think we've had too many power outages in my area this year. But across the world, I can't say that for a fact. But it started raining real heavy and shit, and then luckily there was a stranger on the side of the road that saw me running, and he was going to the same apartment complex, and he let me get in his car and fucking took me to the apartment building. It was lovely. I mean, God's great. And then when I got to his house, I noticed outside the street post lamps were just flickering, and I was like, oh, that's dope. They're resonating with my energy. But at the same time, I didn't want to be vain. I knew it was a storm coming. So when we got in Kenny's house, the fucking electricity was like, oh shit. But in my mind quietly, I was like, well, my area is going to be up and running, hopefully, you know what I'm saying? And I got home and that shit was blacked out. But the weird thing about when I came home on that, my phone wasn't working. So I was like, damn, that's weird. My phone should still have the service, okay? Just because my Wi-Fi is out and the power's out, that should not affect my phone. But then my other boy down the street that was supposed to meet me to bring me some yums and shit, we didn't meet up that night because his power was out till like 5 in the morning, and my shit popped on at like 9:30 p.m. that night. I was praying literally in the chair, like, God, please let this power pop on. But it gave me enough time to not have any distractions. I was praying more. I did a lot of resting and getting my downloads. And then as soon as I was praying that, I literally had my eyes closed, and then I just heard the electricity pop, boom, ping, and then the light popped on in my head. I was like, oh, my baby J's. God's great. But what I'm getting at is during that power outage, and that whole week, my body felt strange. It just felt like I was going through shifts, and my clarity was getting more sharper, and my anger was going away. Like, I was not easy to snap. I was accepting more things. I was like, okay, well, if we don't have weed today, we'll figure out a way to live, because we're not going to always have weed. I don't want to say that, because I'm most likely I'm going to have like storages of that shit. Yeah, weed's my medicine. For now, it's just I ain't gonna bullshit. I'm standing on my shit. That really helps me out. So yeah, I'm gonna have fucking like the salt resolves for people that the salt reserves that are used for like salting the roads and shit during storms. I'm gonna have like units like that just filled with fresh weed. So I'm just gonna, all right, community, need some weed. Here you go, here you go. Like I got a kind heart. So once everything pops off the way God's shown me, like my mission is to help the world. I'm gonna be like the reincarnated Munsa Musa. I'm sorry if I'm butchering his name, but if you know, you know. One of the wealthiest, I hate to say African Americans, but just for y'all to know. He was one of the wealthiest African Americans back in the day, and he just traveled the world just giving out gold. He had so much gold, he was just giving resources to everywhere, and it like fucked up the economy or something like that. I need to learn more about his story, but I resonate with him heavy because he had a heart of gold, and ironically, God blessed this individual with an overflow of abundance of gold and resources, and he didn't want to hoard it all for himself, so he traveled around the world and just distributing, or handing out the resources to the world. It was a beautiful thing, and I really admire that action, and my heart's always been like that. People used to call me, I was like, you have champagne taste with beer money. Yeah, I mean, as soon as I got paid, if I was with my friends back in the day, I would, $50 would be gone real quick, or whatever it was. Because I just had champagne taste with beer money. What does that mean, Zoe? It means like you have a taste for expensive things, but you don't have the money for that, to obtain that at the time. That's how my perspective was then. But it's all about perspective and using the harmonic principles. Love, forgiveness, and gratitude. And it's all about feeling. Like everything in this world is about vibrations and frequencies. So you have to match that frequency. You have to walk in that light, even though our environment contradicts what we embody in here and what we sense in here. I know I'm wealthy as fuck in here. So all the people that are doubting me is like, oh, well, you don't look like you have money. I can't wait to show you that this and this. God is telling me, slow down, Zoe, because they can't even they can't even fathom the amount of money that you have now, and that you will be tangibly ushering in this world. And all the doubters will have to recognize that. You know what I mean? Because people use materialistic items to measure their success versus other people's, and that's where they fail. God always reminds me, like, if someone's looking at you, Zoe, and saying that you look poor and broke, those are going to be the first people to witness your rise in front of them. I'm like, damn, all right, bet. Because I've never been about... No, that's a lie. There was a time that I wanted to have fuck you money just to not ever have to ask again for something. Can I? And God was like, no, Zoe, you will be the lender. You are the lender, and the world will be the borrower. That is just how it is. Because you've been the borrower for way too long, and now the tables have reversed. Hence, a few days ago, if not last week, we had that grand reset where the Mother Tiamat's heart stopped beating for 2 days. The Schumann resonance frequency, I believe I'm saying that right. And during those 2 days, the planet was resetting herself, and a lot of people have experienced seeing symbols, having more vivid dreams, seeing things in binary code, embodying their talents, like they're more in tune with who they are and what their abilities are. And that's a worldwide recognition that's happening. And I felt some strange thing too, but I couldn't put my finger on what it was. I just thought I was going through my planetary shifts, which I was, but you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm doing that more frequently since I'm tuned in with my progression. I always want to do better than I did the previous day. Love more, respond differently than emotionally. I don't want to get triggered as easy, so I want to look at everything with the perspective of, why is this happening to me? Versus, oh, fuck this. I look at it as, oh, this is a blessing. This is a blessing. This is a lesson. Okay, I know this is happening for a reason. When things get hectic, that means something real big is about to happen, which is beneficial. So now my brain knows when we get a lot of chaos happening, we're like, okay, well, that means the devil's attacking, which is our own frequencies. There's lower frequencies out here that just like attacking people when they're envious and so forth. So when all these attacks and gang stalking happen and confusion happen, you got to pray and ask God for clarity and discernment. And then we have to always remember God is not the author of confusion. So when you have a lot of confusion, you're like, okay, well, that's not God's frequency. That must be the lower frequency within us. And other people operating off of their lower frequency to attach their thoughts to you. So it's a constant battle until I find another word to replace battle with. I want to be more optimistic, but at the same time, I don't want to sugarcoat any of the progress or any of the process we have to go through, which is shadow work. So that brought, to get back to the foundation, which we still are on the foundation, it brings so much joy to my heart knowing that there's no war that's going to happen. There's going to be some theatrics out here and people showing you videos of missiles being shot from Iran and Israel and so forth. And we're going to see that, and then Donald Trump dropped some bombs supposedly to destroy the nuclear weapons that they were building in Iran, if I'm saying that right. So we're going to still see some of that, and I think last night I saw a notification where Trump was like, he called for a truce. It's like we need a timeout. Like, okay, I dropped some bombs on y'all, but let's just take a timeout. You know what I'm saying? We're good here. All right? Everybody good? You're like, you just dropped a bomb on our whole country, and you think we're going to take a timeout on your ass? When I read that notification yesterday sometime, I started laughing. I was like, Trump hit the red button, and then he wants to call a truce and timeout. Hey guys, you guys good over there? You straight? All right, man. Let's go on the golf course and chat. It's terrible. But yeah, I have to take humor in everything, so otherwise it could drive someone crazy. So I laugh at a lot of things. That helps me transmute it, and it helps me have a different perspective. Like my older brother, he used to laugh during scary movies a lot. We would be in the theater and it's during the scene where you shouldn't laugh at. And he would always laugh. Ass. Little skink on the window. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, you don't need to crawl fast. What's up? Skinks, one of them lizards. Hey, buddy. That's awesome. Seeing him on the window like that. I don't know if you see him. He's right there. See him? He's in the corner. He's like right in that corner. Hey, buddy. Like a cat. Hey, how you doing? I see him outside a lot, getting the suntan, getting the heat. They just put their arms behind their back and they're chilling on the rocks outside. But they let me chill next to him, so they know that, hey, what's up, buddy? You gone? Hey, buddy, come on up. I used to have those as pets back in the day. But yeah, Marcus would always laugh in the theater when some scary moments would happen. And I didn't understand it at the time, but he told me, he's like, I laugh at scenes like that, and it helps him separate his reality from the movie reality. You know what I mean? Because our brains believe everything it takes in. So when he laughs at it, it like separates, this is not a reality, this is false. Okay, I know movies and plays want us to have the suspension of disbelief when you sit there so you can embrace the whole theatrics of the event without being a critic or without any criticism. Oh, this is fake, this is not real. You just have the suspension of disbelief and you actually get immersed into the person's story. And just let your brain just be free and enjoy what the brain is witnessing. So Marcus would always laugh at those scenes so his brain wouldn't think that's really happening in this reality. So I find myself doing that a lot with things. I laugh at it because I know there's just Palpatine tactics to keep us in fear frequencies, but I don't laugh at the victims that are being used as collateral during these psyops. So it's not a laughable matter, but everyone has their tactics on how to get through this chaotic world at times. Hence, I do a lot of these therapy videos. As soon as I'm feeling something, I transmute that energy so fast. Otherwise, I'll be sitting over there thinking about it and thinking about some dark thoughts. And I don't want to entertain those frequencies. So I get on here, I laugh, have fun, and it's like getting up and dancing. I saw Elizabeth Carlson do a video, I think on TikTok or Threads or something, and she was outside walking her dog and she was dancing just to get her energy right. And then she did another video about how orgasms can be when women have orgasms, it can connect them to the universe and help raise their awareness. And it was a bad timing for me to see the video after I saw her out in the street all looking all good and dancing and shit. And then the next thing I see is her talking about how women having orgasms. And it was right around, what time is it? Shit, I think it was around like 11 or 12. And I already told y'all a few videos back, get your kids out the room. Seems like with me, like, God damn it, why am I so honest? But it's good for people out here. One way to tell males if you're healthy is if you get an erection really easy. Like if your shit happens like that, you know you're healthy and your blood flow's healthy. I swear to God, like when I get up in the morning, I have my grand rising, D hard as a bee. So I gotta make sure my windows are closed and shit. Sometimes I be getting hey, stretching and just open up the window and I want to go outside and ground right away. And then I look down, like, I'm in my drawers first and foremost. That's just the birds in the bushes. I'm in my drawers first and foremost. And there's neighbors that sometimes walk their dogs and shit. So I don't want to go out there and have birds land on my Johnson and shit. Like, I'm all just stretching and just getting the coal out of my eyes. All of a sudden I hear some gasp. And hear the dogs all like, hesitant on their leash. And I'll fucking finally get my vision together. I'm like, how you doing, Susan? How you doing? Not realizing my shit's just all like that. How you doing, Susan? And then she slowly walks off like Homer Simpson disappearing in the bushes. I was like, what's wrong with Susan? Oh, baby J's. I got a little 3 blue jays on my D and shit just pecking and building a nest on my shoulder. I'm like, oh, baby J's. Start petting their head. Hey, how you guys doing? Hey, Bob, how you doing? Oh, shit. Don't worry about it. It's a healthy thing. I have other birds landing on my shit, chipmunks trying to play games around the tree trunk of the bitch. I'm like, get the fuck off this motherfucker. I feel like Ace Ventura, everything landing on my shit. I'm like, all right, I just came out here to ground. God damn. Got crows and shit all in my hair. Yeah. I'm like, hey, baby J's. I know I'm a sexy cat, but shit, give me at least 5 minutes in this bitch. Then around 11, 12 o'clock, my just like that. Bitch ready for attention. So I love my shit. Like 3 times a day, that bitch is automatic. So when she was talking about the video of that, shit, my own phone knocked out my hand because my shit just fucking, oh, baby J's, can we ever fucking keep our shit together? So hornball status. Got to check into cheek rehab again. Then I was watching this other girl I follow on Instagram, and then I saw one of her story pictures, and I realized in the corner that she had OnlyFans. I was like, is that an OnlyFans pic? OnlyFans link? I've never been on OnlyFans, but that came out wrong. Oh, fuck it. My stepmom said, she's like, Zoe, you should be on OnlyFans, you know what I mean? And you're good at speaking. I didn't know the significance of OnlyFans back then. This was years ago. Not like what you're thinking. But she's like, you're good at speaking. I mean, people will gravitate to you, and you can just be on OnlyFans just cooking meals and doing something and having your shirt off one day and cooking and people pay you for it. And when she said that to me, I laughed. But I was like, I don't feel like, no disrespect for anybody. There's no respect at all. I'm just being real. But I felt like I was being like a gigolo or something. I was like, I'm not trying to be a gigolo around this joint. I mean, I know I look good, but I don't want to be out here showcasing my body and shit. But that was for me. But the shorty I've been looking at, and on the story in the corner had a OnlyFans joint. So I was like, you know what, Zoe, fuck it. I'm free now. I'm liberated. Shit, let me check out this OnlyFans, see what it is. So I go on that shit. Had to subscribe to it. So subscribe for free, but you had to add a payment method. I was like, God damn, I feel like I'm on back page or something. I don't know how that works, but whatever. I had some friends back in the day doing that shit. So I was like, baby J, I ain't had no credit card information. Then my higher self was like, you have a gift card? I was like, I do have. You have a gift card. She's fine and shit. Let me see what she talking about. So I put the gift card in there. Man, my boy's calling me right now, but I don't want to. Man, not now, Kenny. I'll call you back. So I put the gift card in there. I'm like, fuck it. If it gets rejected, fuck it. At least it's not my credit card. I feel better if it ain't my credit card. It's just a gift card. that I got to pay my rent, but I realized the rent portal doesn't accept gift cards due to scamming and shit. So I ain't that a bitch. So luckily I had someone else bless me. Hey buddy, still out there, that's cool. Listening to the video, all right. So I put the gift card in there, and all of a sudden I see the buffering symbol, and I thought it was going to turn red, and like, failed payment. I was like, fuck, it's going to be failed, so I guess I'm going to miss out on some open cheeks. I said that out loud. I did say it out loud on purpose. But then the fucking buffering circle started turning greener and greener. It said, success. I'm like, oh, baby J's. And the D went straight up. Didn't even know what I was looking at, but the D went straight up. I'm like, bet. Check out some of these pictures in this bitch. Oh, shit, baby J's. But then I realized how OnlyFans works. If you want to unlock a post, you got to send that broad or that dude $19.95, and sometimes your price increase. I was like, baby J's. All right, girl. That's what it is. Shit, let me see what's available for what I just subscribed for. And I'm like, oh shit, baby J's got this shit around the kneecaps. Oh, baby J. So yeah, last night I had some fun. Just long story short, OnlyFans is a good site. All right, great site. Couldn't believe how glistening my knuckles were this morning. I'm like, why is this shit? I don't remember putting on lotion in this bitch. You know the flakies. You know you got scratch up. The fuck is this? Felt like I ate a whole bunch. Confirmation bitches. Felt like I had a whole orange in my hand. You know when you eating oranges, summertime, and you out there doing construction, you're eating it, and the citrus juice just drips down your shit, and it gets all dry later on throughout the day. You don't even realize, where the fuck did that come from? Oh, I did have a tangerine that day. Or something. Whatever you bit into. It was hot as a bitch. Just keep on working, right? Let's get your substance in this bitch. So yeah, this AM, this exaggeration. I'm just painting it to be fouler. All this fucking, oh shit, that's what it is. Felt like having fun with Jack and Jane. I forgot what Jack and Jill, the Jim Carrey movie from the Farley Brothers or something. I forgot what it was. So luncheon. When Jim Carrey has a split personality. And then he fucks this one girl, and then the next morning he's in the bathroom, and he tries to take a piss, and his piss is going in different directions. And when I saw that movie back in the day, I didn't get that reference. And I was like, why the fuck is that? I didn't get it. Because I wasn't fucking. Then I don't think I was. Or I didn't have that. But basically, when you fuck, right, and the semen's in your dick, and the shit just sits there and it doesn't come all the way out, especially after them long venture nights, whatever, you know how it is sometimes. And then the very next AM, you want to take a piss and urinate, that semen's still blocked up in your shit. So when you're pissing, the piss got to get through the semen. So sometimes it's like a wall. So it's like a sprinkler, like the fuck. And then you piss out the semen, and then everything just is free streaming again. I know there's a little too much information, but the guys, they know what he are. I don't, sugarcoating over this bitch. So yeah, that was a funny scene, and now it makes more sense to me now. But yeah, enough of that. But OnlyFans was a great site, and it's funny how you see somebody in one light, and you see him in the next light, and you still respect him. I respect this girl's hustle. God, I respect it. Let me see some more. So yeah, that joint is definitely bookmarked. And yeah, we lost. There's a little too much information on that, but you knew where I was going with. And we lost 30 pounds of water weight last night. Somehow, I don't know how that happened, but yeah. Are you serious, Alonzo? Dead serious. Serious as a heart attack. That site is a good site. This, whoo, baby J's. Man, shit. This joint is thick, McGiggy. Are you a hornball? Yes. And I love women. That's just what they are. Respectfully. But yeah, man, so don't worry about this planet getting blown up. That was a good old left field. We went left real quick, but it's all right. And we're good. The planet's safe. Nothing's going to blow up because the higher forces that be is always protecting our planet. And they make sure that our planet, our wealth of... This planet's like it's a library of wealth. And we're not going to ever let no... I was about to say barbaric, dictatorship ever press a red button to destroy us all because they can't get their shit together. The higher forces and the galactic force, the council I'm in, will never allow that to happen. So just be happy and know that there's higher forces looking out for all of us. So live your life in peace and love. Get yourself together as best as you can. Take off these social masks that a lot of you all wear. I don't wear no social mask anymore, but I used to. Figure out who you are. Love yourself fully, all your imperfections. Be as honest with yourself as possible. So if you ever want to gravitate or attract other people, then you know you're totally honest and transparent. So you demand and respect that from others. And when you don't get the reciprocation from that, doesn't mean you say, oh, fuck them. Everything's a process. It's not going to happen overnight, but the more you're in tune with yourself, it's easier for you to gauge who's going to be allowed in your circle of trust, your circle of energy. It's just that easy, okay? If it doesn't align with what you got going on in your life, then let that person be where they're at. If they do align with your path, ask God, is this person meant to be one of the disciples? And then you take it from there, a day at a time. But I love you. I'm going to call back my neighbor, see what's good. And y'all stay loving and creating. Come on, show yourself getting little flying gnats, little flying monitors, monitoring spirits. And until next time, we will have more downloads and express ourselves and figure out how to get more in tune with our own frequencies and our attributes. Spreading out love. That's every mission and every message is from the foundation of love. So they may be, a lot of them are going to be blunt and harsh because you just don't see that reality a lot. Real recognize real, so the real ones out here, they know the frequency we're talking about. But some people are like, oh my God, did she just say that? It takes time for people to resonate. That's all good. I love you all. Take care. Stay loving. Stay blissful. Stay compassionate. Stay understanding. And stay growing. And stay doing you. All right? Don't ever let somebody create a narrative for you that you know is not aligning with your mission. And all you got to do is just let your actions speak. And your actions will definitely counteract whatever false narratives they have. And the more quiet they are, that's an act of admission. That's an act of agreeing with what the world's saying about you if you can't defend your position. It's super easy when you love and someone spreads your name through the mud. You just look at your track record and know that narrative doesn't align with anything you've ever done. So you know that person is salty and they're lying on you. Because every video I've ever done, confirmation bitches, it's just been transparent. I've never been money hungry. I've never been envious. I've never wanted to swap destinies with anybody. Come on now. So I was thinking about it yesterday. I was like, Alonzo, have you ever thought about someone else's life and you wanted their life instead of yours? I was like, what? I was like, Alonzo Hayes, I'm the shit. I don't take back anything I did. Confirmation, bitches. Like, I don't take back anything I did at all. The only thing I've ever wanted was maybe the money somebody was getting back in the day. I was like, okay, man, that person got some money. I wish I had that amount of money so I can have as fun as they did. But I never wanted their life. I never wanted to be anybody. I've always wanted to be Alonzo because my life is the shit. I've been through so much stuff that I would never want to trade with anybody. And I thought about it, I was like, would I want to be her shoes? Would I want her life over my life? Would I trade everything I've been through for her life? I was like, fuck no. I was like, no. So who the fuck? Anybody says that I wanted a destiny swap with them would just have to look at my previous videos and like, yeah, Alonzo has always been fighting people that want a destiny swap with him. I mean, he's the shit. Everyone's the shit. All you guys are the shit. All of you are. But I'm just saying, when you love yourself the way you're supposed to love yourself, and then someone comes up to you and is like, yeah, you want my life. You have to laugh hard. Like, no. Just because you got money coming in doesn't mean I want your life. At all. I mean, the universe already showed me everything I've ever wanted. Everything I ever wanted, and it proved today. I was like, okay, well, bada bing. Every day I get up, I want something, I get it. Guys, or if I don't get it, guys like, it's not meant for you right now. And then I learned that. I'm like, okay, I'll throw my little tantrum, but it makes sense. The grand divine plan has already been set up for something else to be in that position. So that's why you were rejected or denied. I was like, okay, I see how this works. But when God wants me to have something and I want it, I get it. So I love you all. Don't ever let someone say that you want their life over yours. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, remember that. Always love your life to the fullest, so nobody can ever say that. And if they do say that, you look at them up and down and you laugh heavily until you start crying. And you just tell them to look at your past history. Like, confirmation, bitches. Like, confirmation, bitches. Like, look, confirmation, bitches. Look at look at all my progress. Confirmation, bitches. And nothing ever in my videos say that, or or I emulate that I want someone else's life. Confirmation, bitches. Like, nothing says that about me. I'm like, I am super this shit. Like, why would I want someone else's life? I don't get it. And I hope you want your life as bad as I want my own life. I would not trade in any of my experiences for no amount of money. Because if that was the case, I would have already been done it. See how obvious that is? Like, if I was focused on your money or anyone else's money, I would have gave up my integrity and my dignity a long time ago to join someone else's platform just to sit there as an obedient bobblehead. But I know I'm getting paid. I would have been done that. I'm out here free as shit, living my best life, cussing people out left and right, and it feels great when God tells me to. And when I make a mistake, I'm transparent and get confirmation, bitches. And I say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cuss y'all out. I was just going through my lower frequency side. But I'm a scale, Libra, balance. Confirmation, bitches. I'm sorry. Confirmation, bitch. Confirmation, bitches. Confirmation, bitches. So I'm always going to be transparent and level with you guys. And that's what keeps me balanced and transparent. And I'm doing the duty of God. So that's why I go to sleep unbothered and unfazed every day. Because I'm doing God's work. I ain't backstabbing or mistreating people or attacking people for my benefit. You know, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I don't do that. You already know. Real recognizes real, so I don't even fit in that category. But I had to say that just in case there's people out here with their narratives and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, just look at my track record. You will not find a single video of me saying I want to do Destiny Swap, I want this person's life, and my life sucks, and you will never find it. I'm the most overconfident person I know. I mean, I know there's some confident motherfuckers out there. Faison One, Rashad Jamal. There's a lot of people that'll tell you to fuck off real quick. Real quick. Okay? They don't bite their tongue. I love those cats. Okay? So I'm not saying I'm the only one. But our group is very narrow. We don't give a fuck about nothing besides God. Yeah. So I never wanted to swap my life with anybody. You know, because ever since I was young, people wanted to be me. You know, I realized, just to be real, I'm like, ever since I was young, I always had the sayings. I always had people gravitate to me. Always people saying, "You're the class clown. You're funny as shit. You're motivating. You're a trend leader, a trendsetter. Damn, man, you're talented. You're this, you're that. You're this. Your dick's big. And oh my God, I want you. I'm oh my shit. I mean, God, you just look wealthy." I still have those compliments, and I've been down and out. Stole from people, and people still tell me that shit. So why the fuck would I get up and say, I want Megan's life? Yeah, I want your Koenig princess's life right now. Yeah, she's living a lot better life than I am. Let me just somehow get her to believe that I just want her so she can financially support me this whole time. Because I don't got nothing going on in life. Not at all. I'm like, I would shoot myself if that was mine. I'm like, so I need to find a woman that has a lot of money so I can be all right in my future. There's people out here that's really like that, that's looking for money. What is it called? A sugar mama. There's really people out there like, oh my God, I need someone just for a meal ticket. Shit, I have bitches right now trying to holler at me. They think I'm their meal ticket. Did you call them bitches? Yes, I did. Fuck out of here with that shit. You looking at me, just you think I'm nice and I'm just going to spend my money, hard-earned money, through my sacrifice I went through, and you don't have to lift a finger, and I'm just going to provide for you all your life, and you just going to give me some raggedy sex? You can suck 3 porcupine dicks. Out. Next. On with the next. Mic drop. Fuck out of here with that shit. So I'm too far ahead to ever trade my life and my progress for someone else's life. Mic drop. I love you, Stills, but that had to be said. Spirit Team was like, clear that shit up. She's trying to tell her fans some bullshit. Oh, you know what I mean? He just wants the money, and he just got sex. He's humanitarian. I don't want to be no martyr, and shit, man. Fuck it. He don't have that money, and like, fuck it. And, see, people equate their money with success, but they're spiritually broke. I love you guys. Take care. I can't wait to see another video so I can decode some more shit. Her lying to her fans. But I still got love to her. But when people do me wrong, and she was the last one to do me wrong, and the guy was like, anyone that does you wrong, you either beat the brakes off of them, or you make an example out of them every day. And I was like, all right. I was like, let someone fuck me over. And that was a girl I was going to plan to marry. So, but that's the left shoulder. I was like, this is it. But we may go on a campaign and just, but no, we're not. We're not. We're over and done with that shit. That was just me wanting to slap a bitch because she was the last one that thinks she could take this kindness for weakness. And that's what I'm saying. It just gets worse from here. So if anyone else does this again, it's like, well, I'm going to take advantage of it. I mean, you better pray. You better get your affairs in order. You better have your affairs in order. For real, skis. If they think I'm sweet, I'm a bitch. Oh, I'm just going to take from Alonzo. I mean, I'll be your last. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm at that point. I'm Kirk Douglas from Falling Down. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting for that day. You know, see? I've been waiting for the Kirk Douglas day. It's like, you know what? Okay. You know, shit, these cats think I'm sweet. And then, yeah, villages getting burnt down, all that shit. Buildings are blowing up. C4 is on the chest. I mean, it's ransom season. Oh, my kid. Yeah, you better pay $30 million back for your kid. I'm just turning villain. That's when I turn villain. Okay, I mean, people, yeah, that's when I turn villain. But I love you. That day will never come. It'll never come, so don't fuck around and find out. Love ya. Damn, the left shoulder just grabbed the microphone for the last 10 minutes. Let's send some more love out there. Baby J's. We don't want to blow up no buildings and kidnap kids. That's the dark side talking, so just forgive all that shit. That's that guy that says if anyone takes us for advantage, then yeah, we will have some ransom videos. I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm praying to God first before that action ever happens, but he told me to tell y'all, you don't fuck around. He's the same voice that robbed the banks. I was like, fuck it. So yeah, you don't fuck around. He'll slap a bitch quick and put that bitch on Wall Street. I said Wall Street. He'll put that shit on World Star. And piss on you. I was like, ass, you gonna piss on him? Why are they twitching on War? So yeah, I do. I was like, yeah, you do that. We did that to the rugby player. In College Park, beat the brakes off him and pissed on his rugby hat. And he had the audacity to wear it the next day, and I was all dried up. Me and Mike like, oh, God. Hey, man, my bad. I mean, I was drunk last night. I didn't mean to fuck it. He got his ass beat, and he was a rugby player. Whew, that was a fun whooping. But I love you guys. Take care.